Hello internet, hello Eisenbahnfreunde, hello fellow modelers. Hi guys, another video from Engaging. This one's in English, you'll be happy to know. Yeah, hopefully you've looked at my last couple of videos that I've done. I've thrown out quite a few videos over the last couple of weeks. As I come closer to dismantling my table with all my tracks and that on it here, this is in fact my last video before the builder comes in and starts demolishing my partition. So I've saved this loco till last. It's not a sound loco, it's an analog loco which has been converted with a lens chip in it to DCC. And as you can see, I have put the light on at the front. Turn it off a minute. I'm going to turn my lamp off. The item number for this, by the way, is H3072 and it's a G1000BB Euro cargo rail diesel locomotive, as you can obviously see. Here is the box with the number on the side of it. Let me just pop it in here. In fact, I'll do it once the light's back on because it'll be easier to see. But the reason why I've turned the light off is so that you can see how strong the LED light is. Let me put the front light on. Look at that. How cool is that? It's very powerful. And if I turn it in the other direction, the other light will be off, as you can see. So the white lights are now at the other end. And there's a separate key, F2, to turn the rear lights on. And look how strong they are in red. They're fabulous. That's the one thing about the just going to pop my light back on. That's the one thing about hobby train stuff. They don't penny pinch. They use quality products, and every single loco that I've had from Hobby Train has been fantastic. They've not always looked how I wanted them to look, but this one is absolutely on the ball. I love it. I love the module system. How it's, you can see the module systems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules, how it's been built. That's typical of this prototype of engine. And you can see the massive fan on the top. I can imagine them craning these in the factory and dropping them down in position after they put the engine and all that in. So the amount of work that's gone into this in detail is fantastic. I love the writing on the side, and I love the whole loco. It looks fantastic. I love the chimney and the Wi-Fi on the top with the horns. I can't wait to weather it. I think it'll look amazing. If I can get them railings off the side, hopefully I'll be able to weather it. I can't wait to get my brush in, my airbrush and my brush on it. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Now obviously, like I mentioned earlier, this is not a sound loco, this is just a DCC loco now because I put a lens chip in it. So I've also acquired myself some, let me just pull my box up and show me the box number while I think on. See if I can get it to focus on there for you guys. I don't want to knock my loco off. Can't tell if you can see it or not. It's one of them. Let me just lay it down on the loco. I can stand back and focus it properly. Let's move my there we go. So hopefully you can see that. Let me just move that box off of there now. The price of this loco was ridiculous. Look at that. Can you see it? It was 95 quid. Look at that. How cheap is that? Obviously I've thrown a chip in it. That's another 20 quid. So yeah, it's cost me like, I think it's 24 quid for the tips. So what's that? So that's 120 quid for a loco. Neither in or there, is it? You know, and I'm going to go hunting a sound chip and a speaker for it as well in the next couple of weeks. I've got so much to do though, guys. I need to calm down a little bit actually. As you probably can see, there's a bit of a crane behind that, so I'm just going to move it forward a little bit, very slowly, so you can see what this is carrying. And I've got 2 sets of wagons that I bought for this particular loco. And as you can see, as I've moved my microphone a bit away from my chest, so now you can probably hear me better. They're carrying minis, and these flatback wagons are fantastic. I'm actually going to pull my camera up. Just forgive the shake a little bit, guys. I'm just going to pull my camera back a little bit because I think we'll get a better shot if I. There we go. So I don't know if you've seen these minis, but let me just park that up for a second so we can discuss this mini. This mini here, it's fantastic. They rotate, the actual arms lift up, and the bucket moves as well. And that particular one that you're looking at there can go on the track. You might have seen it on my track a couple of months ago. I had it on here. I was moving it forward and backwards on the truck with a bit of fishing line. A bit cheeky, but it worked. The item number for that is LC 4250. The next 2 after that are 251, and the one after that is 254. So let me just move it forward a bit so you can see them. So there you go. there's the LC4251 and 251 again, and they're both road ones, excavators. They look smart on these low wagons, don't they? These wagons are amazing. And then we've got the track vehicle one there, which is the LC4254, and then let me just stop that. As you can see, I've got the blue ones, which are different, obviously a different livery, different company. These are LC4259. There's two 259s, a 261 and a 261. So there's two pairs, if you like. I'll let them go through, and then you can see them. Obviously, you can see that the trans wagons on the bottom, they're the Deutsches Bundesbahn ones. They look pretty cool in the brown. I'm going to take one of these wagons off in a minute so you can see the detail. In fact, I'm going to take it off now. The detail on these wagons is fantastic. I don't know if you can see it, but there's lots of different coloured patches on the top where the wheels and that go, and where you can lock stuff down. I think they've done a really good job of that. It's great to see some proper detailing. And that's what Hobbytrain do. They're kind of like quite perfectionist, really, which is good. So here's the last two. These have got like a weird bucket on them, like a shovel bucket that closes on the left and right hand side and then lifts dirt up. So yeah, that's the Hobbytrain stuff that I've managed to get my little mitts on. So I do like the contrast between the two wagons. If you look at the grey one and then the brown one, they do look pretty cool. So I might order myself another couple of boxes of these, one of each maybe, because I've still got another 4. I've got another 4 of these tracked Caterpillars that you can see there. So ideally that would be perfect, because I wanted to have a train pulling all these. So pretty ideal, really. And then when they're not pulling them, I can have them doing roadworks and stuff. But anyway, that's let me just get the loco in again at the end there, because I want you to see the lights at the back. I think the lights stand out amazing. Look at that, so powerful, them lights. Right, so let's let this shoot off, and then I'll bring in my next loco up, and by the time I get the next one on, then obviously it'll have gone round, and we'll going to treat you to a bit of sound now. So let me just swerve my camera around here and pick up this next one. I'm sure you've seen this before. I did a video on it. I bought it from DM Toys a good year or so ago. As usual, you know what I'm like. I'm very critical of companies that provide expensive items and then don't give you your money's worth. And I had a bit of a pet hate with this locomotive. When you put the lights on, the main light at the front's very bright, but the two smaller ones, because they're being lit from the back, from way back in the cab underneath, so from about there, that's where the light starts, and it's dim at the front, so you can't see the bottom two. They look horrible. And this is a Broer loco, but I mean, it runs amazing and all that. It's great. That this is the Gravity MRCE 9280 1261 308. So it's the 10BB BR261, which is pretty cool. I do like the MRCE colours. I think they look smart. I've got a couple of diesel locos that are not sounding these, and they always look cool. I've got a couple of electric ones as well. But this is a sound loco, as you'll hear. It's got more horns than flaming God knows what. Plenty of horns on it. But yeah, and an odd door here and there. So you can see it's quite a eye-catching loco. It's got a massive big internet thing on the back, aerial, and at the front, great big fan on the front, and the walling's pretty nice. It's a nice loco, you know what I mean? It does look pretty cool, especially with what it's pulling. Let's just move it forward quickly before this other loco turns up. So you can see it's pulling me VTG gas tank wagons. I love these. Look at that middle one there. Look at the colour on that. How smart is that? I think it looks brilliant. Even on blowing my own whistle there. Just look at all that rust on there dripping. Oh, getting a bit carried away here, aren't we? Let's just get this loco on the move here. Right then. So here comes the other one. It's coming through now. We're going to see that in a second. So there's the 3 gas tanks that's pulling. Let's get that on its way. and then we'll come to my other thing, which is I've got a couple of new wagons that I picked up from Fleischmann. Said I was going to show them. Just let this go through, and then we'll bring up the other one. So my 203 is just coming in the background. You're probably just picking it up now. The autofocus will pick it up in a sec. There we go, just picked it up now because it's the only one on there. So let me just lift my camera up, bring it round straight so we can see these wagons that I've got on. So you'll notice they're carrying gondolas, you know, the coal gondolas. So you've got the red cargo one, you've got a very old brown one original, and then you've got one from a box set, and then there's two brand new ones at the back. I'm going to let this this loco go through first, and then we're going to discuss what you can see at the back there. So the item number for these two gondolas at the back here is 830250, and they're actually a twin pack set. And I'm just going to show you, take it off the track, so you can see it's got a grey interior on it, and the detailing on this is fantastic. They've done really well on this. So let me just turn this at an angle so you can hopefully see it. So I'm hoping you can see into the actual side of it there. Get my camera to pick it up. Just going to move the light around behind me here so we can get a bit more light on there you go, you can see it perfectly now. So if you look inside, you'll see a couple of holes in there. I'm going to have to move this in a minute because the train's coming through. You'll see a couple of holes in there. Well, there's a plate that goes in, and this is the plate that goes in there. It slides in like that. You can probably see it's got lines on it, and they've done a really good job because you can take it out and you can weather it and then put it back in, which I think is fantastic. So they've actually excelled themselves, Fleischmann, on this set. And I've ordered about 5 packs of each, and they've got the DB in the brown, they've got the DB cargo in the red, they've got the DR ones in the brown as well, and then they've got the Austrian ones in grey, which look fantastic. And when you take the other one, which is in the third one, that one there is the original that was out of a set, so that was the original length. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to whip it out and I'm going to pop it in so you can see it's level with that particular wagon. So both them wagons are now dead level, as you can see, but if you look at it, that other wagon is like 2 centimeters longer. So let's put it level at the back so you can see it at this side. See how bigger it is? Cool. More for less. I'm all for that. I'm not sure about the scaling. I would imagine they've got the scaling right because they're pretty on the ball, to be fair, Fleischmann, when it comes to scale. So that's why I started buying it. But you can see those new Fleischmann wagons, impeccable. This is their new CAD stuff that they've been doing it with their CAD. So if you look at the actual lines on the side of the wagon, and then you look at them on the old one, you can see there's like bigger gaps between them, and they look much better where the actual doors are to open to unload them. It's a shame you can't have them unloading. That'd be great if you could open them up, but I think I'm getting a bit carried away here, aren't I? But that's the new set, so I will be ordering probably another 5 of them because they come in pairs. They're about 50 quid a pack or something like that, 52 quid I think. So I'm going to order another 5 of them in the brown, and I'm going to order another 6 in the red. Get a couple of the DR ones to throw in and mix it up a bit, and then I'm going to buy another 6 or 7 packs of the Austrian ones, so I've got some decent lengths of gondolas, because they'll look pretty good with proper coal in it or grain in it, or what? Well, not grain, they won't carry grain in that, they carry coal, limestone, all that sort of stuff really. Although most of the hopper wagons carry that sort of stuff, but they will be carrying stuff like that, potatoes, anything like that. Well, not potatoes, wood, metal shavings, all that sort of stuff. They carry all the rubbish really, I guess. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to show you all the new stuff I'd picked up recently, and it's really all about this though that's now coming into to land here. So let's just pull it up here and just have one more smart look at it before it drives off and we call it a night. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, guys. This is the last one for quite some time. Let me just drop that down a little bit so we're getting a perfect view of it. There we go, that's fantastic, isn't it? So this is my new hobby train absolutely amazing G1000BB. I love it, and I'm going to be doing some work on that by the time I get my layout set up. All this track's coming down in the next couple of days. The whole lot's coming down, the table's coming down, I'm unconstructing it all. Then on the 19th the guy's turning up to knock the partition down, and then it's game on. I don't know how long it's going to take me to. I've got to have a flooring put in, still got to order that yet. They haven't got the parts that I need for it, so I'm not sure how long that's going to take. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do a video in the next coming months, because I'm going to be buying loads of stuff still. I'm not going to stop just because I just wanted to shut up while that screeched to a halt. So I've got a lot to do, as you can probably imagine. By the time I boxed all this stuff up and I've took it all upstairs so that this guy can do all his work, it's going to take me a couple of 3-4 days to do that, especially with my back being like it is. So this is it, guys. This is the end of my videos for the time being. Obviously the next time I knock a video up, it'll probably be a carpet video, you know, like a train on the carpet video, or I don't know, whatever. I'll see if I can knock some up, something with a bit of, I don't know, a bit of a diorama, so that I can just at least show some of my new stuff that I'm getting on a regular basis and keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Because one, I've got to order the parts. I've got first and foremost, once this has all been decorated, which will only take a couple of days to decorate it. I mean, obviously, once the decorating's gone, then I've got the carpets have got to come up, the flooring's got to go in, and that's another, I don't know, you order it and it turns up in 2 or 3 weeks time. It's not a guaranteed time. I have to just wait and see what happens with that. And then I've got wind track to put on my computer, which is easy enough to do, but I've measured up the whole of the space I've got 8 meters by 3.5 meters to work with. I'm going to have in the far corner over here, which you can't see, but I'm hoping, let's see if I can just, right in that corner there where that window is there, on that corner, I'm going to be having a can't think what it's called, it's gone out of my head. Oh, where the track goes down, oh, a helix, there we go, I found it. Come back to me. That's what happens when you get old, you forget things. Yeah, I'm going to have a helix in that left hand corner over there, and I'm hoping to have one by the window in the right hand corner over there, 8 meters away. So I've got a helix at each side, and then I'm going to have a couple of layers of track underneath each other, so that I can run train controller 10 and automate everything and just control it all by not having to faff about, if you know what I mean. And then I can line up stuff on a regular basis, and building it, guys, is going to be a bit of a mare, because I'm on my jack here, and I'm going to have to get someone to help me with the woodwork and all that, because I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to lift it with my back, unfortunately. I do as much as I can, but I'm going to have to get some assistance to help me, otherwise I'll end up breaking my back even worse. And once I've worked out how I'm going to manage that, then obviously I'll start doing videos showing you guys what I'm doing. Obviously I'll get a track plan of some sort, and then it'll be one of them. It'll be like a monthly video or something, just showing you where I'm up to and what I've managed to build in that time. And then obviously it'll give you some indication of what sort of time and effort I'm putting into it. But this might not even start until September, because obviously by the time this building work's done and everything, I've got the floor in there. That's probably going to be March, April. Might even be May. It depends on the manufacturers when I can get hold of the flooring, because I've got some flooring in my hallway and I want the same all the way through. I've already reached out. I'm just waiting for them to come and measure it all up. So once that's done, then obviously once the floor's done, I can start looking at working out what's going to be where and how it's going to be done. And I'll keep you guys in the loop. So hopefully that sort of like give you an insight into where, what and why. And in the coming months, obviously you'll see all the hard work that's going to be going in, and hopefully you'll have some idea of where we're going to be in the future. And I look forward to speaking to you guys on my next video. I will do an update, if nothing else, just to show you where I am and the work that's been done, and then we can or I can plan what, where and why, basically. So thanks for watching. All the usual stuff, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down, twist them all around, whatever you want to do. And share my videos, like them, usual stuff. and I'll catch you in my next video, which will not be too far away, I hope. Thanks very much for listening to me rabbit on, and if you've got any comments or questions or anything you want to know about what I'm going to be doing, just chuck it in below and I'll do my best to answer it, as you know I always do. And thanks to everyone who's joined recently, who's come on my YouTube channel and subscribed. I don't know where you keep coming from. They're coming from everywhere, and all the comments that I've had, fantastic comments. I appreciate all your feedback, and some of the things that I've got wrong that you've rectified for me. Great, thank you very much, guys. Till my next video, Engage is signing off. Bye bye, guys.